Alright, what's up guys, it's Nella fan. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the new character, Phreak. Is somebody going to match my Phreak, right? Somebody going to match, I'm sorry, nope, I won't do that again. I won't do it. Now, so a couple of things that we do know about Phreak that I do want to talk about is he might be coming to the game as a mutant. So as just for me talking about another tank, we're going to be playing a tank. He's definitely going to be a tank. We do know for sure he's going to be a tank, which I do like a lot. In this game, we pretty much have like omnics, robotics, like type things. Like we got actual robots, and then we don't actually have anything that's like otherworldly, I would say. Like no other character in this game is like otherworldly of sorts. So Phreak would be the first character that is genuinely a mutant character. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we don't know for sure if Phreak is genuinely going to be a mutant. We're just assuming that he's going to be a mutant, just because of the little ball that's in Oasis, that little like, what did they call it? In other words, Moira was actually experimenting on this ball, sent over to her. Wait, let me make sure my things are going. It got sent over to her through the lab, and Moira was pretty much working on this thing. So we think that she took somebody from one of these little like battles that they had and was pretty much experimenting on them with this orb. Now there is some parts where they have like these little spiky type things that happen in Oasis from the teaser. And it looks like that might either be an ability for Phreak, like it might be like one of his abilities or something like that. The letters were her trying to stabilize the Veradium, and Moira did it by using humans, which sounds like the Phreaks are former experiments. So like there could literally be like more than one of him, because you know just how Moira is, of course. You know, Moira just has to fiddle with shit. Moira loves fiddling. So it even seems like there could be like possibly more of them because of what Moira was physically doing. Moira could have been experimenting on more than one person. There could be more people that are actually, well, you know, they could be calling them Phreaks, kind of like how they call people from like X-Men mutants. It could just be another word for that. Like Phreak could just literally symbolize mutant, but just saying in a different way, you know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, okay, these people are going to legitimately be, or that's going to legitimately be his name. It could just symbolize like mutant in a way. I do think personally that it'll be a really cool idea to see like something like that come to the game. Come here, can you stop that please? Get out of my face. But yeah, so it'd be really cool if we could see something like that happen. Like see if like there's been more people that Moira actually experimented on. Because when you think about it, if that's the case and Moira experimented on, what did I do? Hi Life Weaver, what the fuck did I do? You know what, bitch, look at my shit. And look at how big it is, like my wing. So that means that possibly we could get other characters, as in like DPSs or something like that. We could possibly get like other people that come to the game. Life Weaver, please, thank you. That means that we could possibly get other characters that are actually like mutants in the game. That Moira, I think that that's gonna happen. Not necessarily. I don't think that that's, you know, the most plausible explanation for it. But that is possible that Moira experimented on more than one person. Like Phreak, and it's not just one person she did, and Phreak just so happens to be one of those characters. I would love to see more mutant characters or more like otherworldly beings. Like the fact that Juno isn't even an otherworldly person, she's just her parents like went to Mars and she was just the first person born on Mars. Yes, it's kind of cool, but it would have been nice if she was actually from Mars, you know what I mean? And it was also mentioned that Moira Veradium can create crystals as ammo, and it can increase physical strength, which is explaining the hero's appearance and what's this way of fighting will be. So that's why I think that like at the end of the day, you might have some really cool, like, I mean, if it could be created into ammo, that might be what his primary fire might be. But see, my thing is what is his weapon going to physically be? I mean, we thought the same thing with like a Laurie and all this other kind of shit. Like it was kind of confusing, not really knowing exactly what their weapon would physically be. A Laurie would have like this sword type of weapon, and like her weapon does look cool. I do wish that like it looked, I don't know, like maybe a little bit better, because like the way it actually plays is kind of like, man, for her to have like a sword, I felt like they could have did a lot more with that, and they didn't. They kind of missed on that with a lot of her skins. Those are just some of the theories as of right now. Like we have no clue, and maybe one of the abilities could be like maybe like one of his shield abilities, if he has like a shield ability. I was thinking maybe like he could like lift the crystals up, kind of like how May does. I'm sorry, I'm like focused like talking on this right now, so I'm like not really focusing on the game. I'm thinking of like maybe he could do something like how May does, and he can lift like a crystal wall up, and he could use that like to protect him, or he can encase himself in crystal or something. Of course, that doesn't physically help the team if he only encases himself, but we have characters like even like Junker Queen, where abilities or Roadhog that doesn't help the team. It just helps him, like his take a breather. That doesn't help the team. It just helps him. I can see him like encasing himself in crystal, but I think his main primary fire would definitely be what I said, is something like with the crystals, like shooting the crystals out or something like that. And then I think maybe another one of his abilities is gonna be something along the lines of encasing himself in crystal or something, and then like maybe like doing a move like that. Or maybe he might like, I don't know. I mean, because it looks like there's a bunch of like spurts of crystals everywhere, and that might be like an ability of his, or that might be like an ultimate low key where he has like a wide area where he could just like burst out a bunch of crystals or something like that. I actually like to see something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool, where he could just like take a bunch of these crystals and like burst all of them out, and like that's like an ultimate. But like again, it's hard to tell what exactly he will have when the game when he physically comes out. I will say I do think it'd be cool if they had like a TMNT collab, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab. I think that would be pretty dope. But yeah, I think just a lot of the stuff that's going on with Phreak, like he looks like a mutant already to begin with, and when they first drew him out, that's what it looked like he would be. Like it looked like he would be like that mutant like type thing. So what I'm thinking is that's what some of his abilities are going to be. Also, I do think, and mark my words, they're going to micro buff Soldier when the new like little weapon skin comes out. I feel like they're going to micro buff Soldier for the mid-season, because his weapon is definitely going to come out mid-season. They're going to micro buff him or something like that. But I wanted to talk about it a little bit just before the actual skin came out, or before Phreak actually came out, because I do think he's gonna have like might already have a grasp of his abilities, and as more stuff develop, as we see like the mid-season thing, we might actually be able to see his abilities, or at least see what he looks like. They might tease like what he looks like at the end of the mid-season or something like that before we actually get the character. They might even put him in as a trial, so you never know. But I am really excited to see something like that. So I think, let me see the battle pass. We have, let's see how long until we see him. Okay, it's 48 days in a battle pass, so we might see him like during like day 20 or day 30. I don't know exactly when they show it, but we're gonna see it somewhat eventually, and I'm really excited for it. Let me know if you guys are excited to see Phreak down in the comments down below. These are just some theories that I personally had, and just from reading comments and looking at other people's stuff. So yeah, this is something that I do think that will be coming to the game, and yeah, let me know what you guys thinking later.